Welcome back to the Gargoyle's Den. I'm Gargoyle, of course. Today we have an old Ford, I believe it used to be a Bronco of some sort. It had a topper at one point. But yeah, it's going to be my build for the Wild Wastelands. Let's see if we can revitalize it and make it usable in the future. See what we can come up with. Alright, as you can see, the roof's caved in. It's missing the back hatch, or the back cover. Let's go ahead and see if we can't get this pried out, for starters. Yeah, I'm being very careful with this. Not. Well, it looks like we're making progress here. Back looks good. I think that'll work. It doesn't have to be perfect. We're not going to a car show with this thing. And I've got all these little bits and pieces. We're going to mix up some glue and stuff and stick these all over it and see what we come up with. After that, we'll go do a quick paint job. One of the first things we need to do is get this screen in. You know what? I wasn't going to, but I'm going to. I'm going to go ahead and drill it apart. I wasn't going to drill it apart. I was going to try and do it without it, but it's just so much easier if you put the screen in from the inside. It looks so much better. And there we are. Nice and easy. I'm going to go over and drill this real quick so we can get a screw in it. I'll be right back. Alright, back. Got her all drilled and tapped. Let's get on with this. Let's do the screen first. I think on the side windows I'm going to do something different. Put armor plating on them this time with just a little slot on it. I got some of these old pieces from 3D printing from parts that I had bought online. So I'll use some of them for that. Basically, this is just lots of odds and ends that I still had. I'm running low. I did order some more. They just haven't got here yet, so I'm winging it. Not a whole lot of planning going into this. We're just doing it. So we'll see how it comes out. It's not like there's any rules to it anyway. It's just kind of whatever you come up with. So we'll see what I come up with. No guarantees. But it does bring back the age-old question of found on road dead, or is it going to be for tough? I guess I probably shouldn't tell you guys I'm more of a Chevy guy, right? As always, our super glue gel and our activator. That's what's going to make this a quick build, so you're not watching a video all day. Or at least not my video all day. We'll set up so it doesn't dry out while we're sitting here deciding what we want to do. Although I don't think it's going to take long. Like I said, I didn't put a whole lot of thought into this because it's Gaslands. It's Wastelands. Same difference. Basically, it's take an old vehicle and throw some weapons and some armor on it, and hopefully it'll live. I do like the way that screen looks better from the inside, though. It looks better. Alright, let's see what we can do for these. Move this out of the way. Move this up a little so you guys can actually see something. I have put together kind of a beginner's kit for somebody who wants to do stuff like Gaslands, like I'm doing right now, just for the fun of it. And it has a little bit of everything you'll need. Just about everything. Can't guarantee it's going to have everything, because it depends on the person and the tools they have and how much skill they have. But it's got a little something for everybody. I mean, I got stuff for painting in here. I got stuff for mixing. I've got balls for polishing. It's going to look really silly to some people, but these make great headlights on old cars. You just grind down the front of them flat. And then you use the pin on the back, drill a hole into the casting, and slide it in, and there you go. Or it could be used to shape mirrors and stuff. A lot of people don't think about stuff like that. I've got screws and washers for them, so they can tap and drill. Obviously, I got drill bits, glue. I don't ever use these, but some people do. And of course, you had to have some red and some orange so you can do your lights and stuff. Black for blacking out the girls, of course. And of course, over here we got paintbrushes, some disposable paint trays for mixing up stuff. Up here, move it back a little bit more so you can see. Up here we got wire brushes for the Dremel. Now originally I was going to give a Dremel away with this. Only problem with that is the legalities if it was somebody from 14 to 17 that won it. And me giving them a power tool, yeah, no, I can't do that. So yeah, they'll have to buy their own Dremel. But you can get a cheap one at Harbor Freight for $30. Oh, another thing I did, of course, give them a couple of my stickers. Not only mine. Got a Diecast Graveyard sticker. Got a couple Bright Vision stickers. Hold on, there's more. Got a Fat Guy Production sticker. Now, these two guys were the whole reason I got into it. These were the first two that I started watching. And I watched other guys after that, but they were the first two, and it was him that used to say all the time, you too can do this. And I bought into it. And look at me now. I've been on YouTube for a year now. And of course, we had a Jim Silva sticker. Another guy that I like to watch. All important people in the community. And of course, little scissors, some painter tape, just little stuff that a person would need. So if you are interested in this kind of stuff, doing this kind of thing, playing around with these cars, by all means, I'm going to, once we actually cross the 500, right now we haven't crossed it yet. But yeah, I'm going to post in the next video or two, as soon as we cross it, that you got to comment in order to be included, and you got to subscribe in order to be included. And then after that, we will do a drawing, random, of course. And I'll give that away, and I'm giving away some custom cars with it. So yeah, I'll announce which cars are coming with it at the video where I announce when we're doing it. I know at least one of them, two of them that are coming with it. One's going to be the Porsche that I did for Andrew's build. And then the other one is going to be from the Las Vegas convention. So yeah, it's a pretty nice car. It's a black Mustang. Some of you guys may know what I'm talking about. Same one that we gave away for the Gaslands game with Jody Sims. I gave one to them. Alright, so I'm back. As you can tell, it looks quite different at this point. I decided to try and channel my inner Jody Sims. What I mean is, Jody decided this week he was going to use an airbrush on his Wastelands Wednesday build. So I decided I was going to try and hand paint like Jody normally does. Just to, step out of the box somewhat. No, it didn't work. No. I'll stick with spraying from now on. So the white truck with the flames that we had, I tried to match the flames up and stuff on the sides. Yeah, it was nowhere near. It just looked atrocious. So yeah, I went back to the drawing board and we're going with the tactical look now. Black and gray. So I'm going to rust it up a little bit here, and then we'll be back for a reveal. See you in a minute. And this is what I came up with in the end for the build. Sorry about the video shenanigans, but I still wanted to put out this video just because of the 500 subscriber giveaway. I wanted to tell you guys about that it's upcoming. So everybody that stayed and saw that part, great. If you skipped out before that, well, you're gonna be in the dark. So it is what it is. It's all for this one, guys. And until next time, bye now.